You landed the straight right over and over again. Was that something you knew you could do from him, or was that just you saw it in the fight and it carried on?
Yeah, just saw it in the fight. I love my ones and twos, my primary punches. But whenever I was just testing him, you saw there's a significant change in just my cadence and my stance and just the trap setting. And so I just tried going low and then high, and it stuck because it looked like he was hunkering real heavy. And so I figured it would be there, and it was. I think I missed the second one, and the third one was there. And that was definitely the first significant shot that set him off.
I don't know if you're much of a tape watcher, but is it hard to prepare for a guy who's been out of the cage for 2 years, right? Because the last tape you have of him probably doesn't represent how he fights now.
I didn't spend a lot of time watching tape. Kind of learned not to do that too much. I watched a bit and I get an idea of him. And his biggest thing was persistence, durability, and then getting to that mid-range scrap. That close pocket kind of fighting. But once I get an idea of him, the rest I trust into my coaches. We build systems around him, and then we just prepare, scenarios and just kind of generalization. But I try not to oversaturate myself in anything he may or may not do.
I have to say, speaking of your coaches, I don't think I've ever seen you looking so happy on your way into the cage, and then immediately after the win, you look like you're having a great time out there.
Yeah, that was a first, right? I normally take this shit way too seriously, and so I kind of finally learned to not, to kind of not take myself so seriously and everything else, and just to try to have some fun, and I did, I realized lighthearted jams like the universally beloved Fleetwood would, kind of set me in the right mindset, and I would pop off from there. So that's good.
Do you think that's an important switch for you mentally? Do you think it's important to realize, like, okay, this is your career, but you can't just be 100% aggressive with it, if that makes sense?
Yeah, 1,000%. I think that was my biggest downfall. I've never been out techniqued in a fight before, ever. All of my losses come from my own mental demise, I feel like. And so just to be able to be, really find some levity in that moment, and just to be super present-minded was really everything. Just having a good time.
Cool, man. And how do you build on this? Where do you go from here? Is there a guy you want to fight? Is there a date you want to fight? What's next for you?
I just want to keep making money, dude. I just got a nice contract change, and now I'm getting paid. I just want to keep getting paid, get some more contracts, I referenced Bobby Green earlier. That son of a bitch just fought like 5 times unranked guys, making like $500,000 this year. So I'm like, man, I just want to get on that money train. So that's really all I'm focused on right now. Keep developing myself, keep making cheese, and whoever they want to put me against, I'll be prepared for it. But yeah, I'm not really in a hurry for anything but cash.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Alex, this is your second fight of the pandemic. Just in terms of your training and just the process and everything, has it been a lot smoother as more time has gone on during 2020?
Yeah, for sure. It was real crazy in the beginning, right? Like everybody was acting like, it was apocalypse or something, and that camp was kind of crazy and chaotic, and my head coach got sick, and everybody around me kind of got sick. I mean, I think I got sick for a bit too. So that was kind of a weird, turbulent sort of deal, and I think I went in there carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of stress, and definitely not having fun. That was probably the least fun fight I've had. So yeah, this was a completely different scene. A lot of growth has happened in a short amount of time, and I think that's what I do better than anybody is my adaptability. And so this was a whole different scene.
You talked about your walkout. Everybody and their mama has done their version of the Fleetwood Mac on the skateboard.
Yeah,
Can we see you posting to TikTok anytime soon?
Absolutely not. I'm a grown male.